Hi, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I'm Holly, your friendly neighborhood carnivore, and I'm so happy that you have joined me today. So we are going to be making brown butter bites today. Brown butter bites are a great way to add more fat into your diet so you can get some more energy throughout your day. They are very simple to make, and if you've seen my ghee video, then you pretty much know this process because you've seen it already. Let's quickly talk ingredients. So brown butter bites at their most basic form is just one simple ingredient, and that is butter. Now, I want to point out just a few things when we talk about butter, is that we've got the salted versus the unsalted, and what do we need to do to make these brown butter bites. So a lot of people use salted butter to make their brown butter bites, and that's fine. A lot of people enjoy how salty they are, but I personally do not. As the salted butter cooks, when the milk solids separate and turn brown, the salt gets very, very, very concentrated. The end result for me is it's quite a bit too salty. On the other hand, I've also made these with unsalted butter. Now, I didn't enjoy the end result with the unsalted butter. There was a serious lack of flavor there. It definitely needed some salt. So through the years, I have played around with the recipe, trying to figure out what the perfect ratio of salt is for these things. And I have discovered what I enjoy best is 3 sticks of unsalted butter with 1 stick of salted butter, and that is just the perfect amount of salt. And it's still pretty salty. I mean, it's got a good salty flavor to it, but that's what I really like. I consider these to be a savory carnivore candy. They have a wonderful flavor. They're like a salted caramel that doesn't have any kind of sweetness in it, and I find them absolutely delicious. Now, you can have these as they are, just using the butter only, and they are perfect. They are so good. But you can also jazz these up with some other ingredients. You could use bacon bits in it. I think freshly cooked crispy bacon in them is just absolutely fantastic. You could also use chopped up crispy beef tendons. You could crunch up some pork rinds in there to give it some crispy, crunchy texture. You can also play around with spices like cinnamon or pie spice. I've never tried this, but I'm really excited to try adding some cinnamon today and seeing how that turns out. It's a lot of fun to get in your kitchen, raid the spice cabinet, see what's there, and just kind of play around with different things. You never know what you're going to come up with. I think getting creative in the kitchen is a whole lot of fun. So let's get in there. Let's grab our butter. Let's get in the kitchen and let's get started. And let's get these brown butter bites made. I cannot wait to try them. I'm so excited.
Place your 4 sticks of butter, 1 salted and 3 unsalted, in a saucepan over medium to medium-high heat. Commit to standing right there with your butter and don't let it out of your sight. The goal here is brown butter, not burnt butter, and it can go very quickly from one to the other. Once your butter has melted, have a whisk or spatula ready to stir. You will be stirring often. First, your butter will simmer and then foam. The foam is the milk solids that have separated from the fat. As the milk solids sink to the bottom of the pot, the foam will disappear. You'll be able to clearly see the simmering once again without all that foam in the way. After a little while, the butter will foam a second time, and this is when you will start to notice the fragrance change to an almost nutty smell. Keep stirring, you are almost done. Watch it closely and reduce the heat on the stove if you need to. Again, the goal is to not burn it. Once you notice the bits on the bottom are a nice, rich, dark brown color, it's time to remove it from the heat and pour it into a heat-resistant container. If you leave it in the hot saucepan, even off the burner, it will continue to cook and will most likely burn. Be careful. This is extremely hot. I don't want you to burn yourself, but you also need to be careful not to spill it all over the countertop like I did. Make sure you don't leave any of the little brown bits behind. You'll see here I am setting aside some of the brown butter for when I start adding in some other ingredients. I like to use a tablespoon to measure out my brown butter. Make sure you stir every time that you scoop because the brown bits like to sink to the bottom, and you want to make sure you have some of the brown bits into each and every mold. I'm going to make some that are just plain brown butter. They are absolutely delicious this way and really don't need anything added to them. But I am also going to be adding some bacon pieces to my heart-shaped ones. I forgot to cook up some fresh crispy bacon, and I remembered I had these bacon pieces in the fridge, so I decided to give them a try. The little fancy molds that look like Valentine candies, I'm going to add cinnamon into it. I can't wait to try these out. Time to pop these in the freezer. Be careful putting them in the freezer so they don't get knocked over and spill, even if that means practically climbing inside the freezer like I had to do. In about 8 hours, you can remove these from the silicone molds and enjoy. You can either store these in the fridge if you would like a soft treat, or you can store them in the freezer the way I like to have them for a bit more of a bite to them.
Okay, we've got all of our brown butter bites. They have been in the freezer. Here we go. I'm going to pull a few of them out to try. So we are going to pull out, let's pull out a cute little flamingo. Let's pull out a little bacony heart. And we've got a couple of little cinnamon ones that I'm really excited to try out. Okay, I've got them all on my plate. See if I can tip this without them falling everywhere. They're sliding. So this one, you can kind of see the bits of bacon underneath it. This is our little flamingo. It's just a regular plain one. I love how well they come out with the little silicone molds when they're just the brown butter. The little brown bits, they look so nice. This is my little cinnamon rose. I didn't put a ton of cinnamon in these. I probably could have put more, but I bet they're gonna be amazing. And then I've got another little cinnamon heart right here. I'm really excited to try these cinnamon ones. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with our little flamingo here. It's just the plain brown butter. I love storing these in the freezer so you can get that snap when you bite into it. These are so good. It's like a salty caramel. And I love salted caramel. I don't need the sweet flavor for it. So these are just perfect for me. Like these are fantastic. All right, next up, we're gonna try our heart with the bacon pieces in it. That bacon flavor comes through really well. I usually make these with fresh bacon that I fried up myself, got it really good and crispy and crumbled up. So I was a little bit, I guess I was a little bit nervous about how these were going to turn out because I used the pre-cooked bacon pieces. There's a little bag of them that I got from Walmart and it tastes delicious. I like the texture better when it's freshly crumbly, really crispy bacon. The texture's a little bit nicer, but I gotta tell you, this flavor is really good in these. Very bacony, but you still have that rich caramelized kind of flavor. It goes together really nicely. All right, now the moment I've been waiting for. I have not tried these with cinnamon in them before, and I've got a friend on X whose daughter makes brown butter bites, and she makes them with cinnamon and with pie spice, and that is where I got the idea for it. So I'm very excited to try this out. Ooh, it smells a little bit cinnamony. All right, here I go. Oh man. That is really good. That reminds me of when I used to put cinnamon in ice cream. That is awesome. I'm gonna have to try some with pie spice next. It's not sweet at all, but because it has that cinnamon in there, my brain remembers cinnamon flavors with sweet flavors, and it's almost like a cinnamon roll kind of flavor. It's, of course, got the salty butteriness there, and then it's got that cinnamon. Reminds me of like having cinnamon toast in the mornings. Really, really good. So I highly recommend you guys try these out. I'm going to finish eating off this little plate of them. They are so good. Try out the brown butter. I hope you guys enjoy it. Make sure you guys do all the little YouTube things that there's to do. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, give me a like, leave me a comment, especially if you have other things that you like to add in to these. If you have your own little recipe of add-ins and stuff, I'd love to know what creative things you do to brown butter. These are delicious, and I am looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say about them. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.
She's the friendly neighborhood carnivore with a talent for cooking up a meaty uproar. From juicy steaks to sizzling ribs galore, she'll have you coming back for more. Fellas, smash that like button. She's the carnivore cooking queen. On your screen, bringing the meaty scene. Come on over and join the team for culinary